Today's episode, we're pretty inspired by a project on King of Random where he built a silicone mold and then made Gummy Legos. Yeah. So that is like the perfect combination of things for Addison's channel. So it's snacks and Legos all combined into one.
And also a little crafty.
Yeah, so this is the first craft type project that we've really actually done on the channel as well. So we're really excited to show this to you today, but there's one problem. A piece that we need, this large flat piece that we use to create Addison's intro for her AV channel, we need it. So we're going to have to deconstruct what we built before we can get started. I know, but are you ready? Let's do this. Yep, so now we're going to be able to take the Legos that we've sorted out and build them into the configuration, and we're going to go ahead and copy the same configuration that King of Random did. Now, once we build that set out, we will have to fill in the space with this silicone.
It's not the same as King of Random did, because he did like the canned one that you could just put like food coloring, or it comes with like a blue set that he did.
Yep, and then there's also he was talking about getting like food specific type silicone, but this was kind of what I knew where we could go and get, so we went to Makeman here in Japan and picked up some Japanese silicone and a silicone gun here, and we're gonna fill in this set, and then we gotta wait
for 24 hours.
Yeah, so it'll take a while for this to set. So
see you in the next video.
Well, we're still going to do it in this video, but basically you'll see us build this out, and we'll be waiting 24 hours before it's actually ready. But we'll be back in just a minute. So first you're going to see us build out this set, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, our clothes have changed and time has passed, and we now have the mold.
This ugly looking mold.
So we tried to use like construction store grade silicone to make this, and we assumed that, kind of similar to what the instructions said on King of Random, that it would be 24 hours or so between when we poured that into a mold like this one, that we would have a solid piece of silicone in which to pour gummies. About 48 hours after we poured this, I came back to check on it, And I got a quick clip here for you to see what it looked like, even almost 2 days after we poured this in.
So we only have 2 of these bad ones that we used to make this.
And we know that this wasn't very good silicone. I don't think that we could even eat gummies made out of this mold made with this kind of silicone. I could maybe try to squeeze it in really, really close to the edges and fill in the grooves really well or something, but that took a long time too. Man.
Only if the internet can deliver us real gummies.
Real silicone? Like to be able to make something? Like food grade silicone. That'd be cool.
Whoa!
Whoa! We have some
Like
food grade. Yeah, look at that.
silicone.
This is some cool stuff. This is I think this is the same stuff that King Random linked on his video. I'm looking at the name here. It's the same brand at least. Wow, that's pretty cool. Man, now however that worked, if only it would mix itself together so we could just put it in this mold thing and not even have to do all the work. That'd be pretty cool too.
Whoa! It appeared!
So it's totally ready for us to pour right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and let's move this stuff out of the way and pour it into the mold? All right, let's scoot these over. We just get rid of that thing.
Yeah. It's
Okay. So here's our mold, and we'll go ahead and start pouring this in here. So this goes right into the center, right?
Yeah. Let's do that. And even it gave us our whisk and our spoon. Just in case we want
So you can see how it's kind of like oozing its way out into those corners and everything. So it'll make its way all the way out there. I'm gonna slow it down a little and make sure it doesn't overflow.
Yeah, this looks so good. Even better than that thing.
I think anything would look better than that thing.
That thing back there.
Yeah, the other mold we tried to make.
And then just put the whisk there.
Yeah. Just put a little towards the corners.
Look at
Sure
the
it'll
cute
find its way there.
design. It's Washington's hair.
It's all curly like George Washington's hair. It's kind of funny. Okay,
Okay, I
it's
think that's
doing all the
good.
dripping there.
Drip, drip,
Get
drip,
that
drip,
stuff off of
drip,
it.
drip. Okay, that one wasn't that funny. Just do it inside.
Try to pour this, get this off here. I'm trying to catch the stuff that's dripping away, and then so that way it doesn't get all over our table.
That was really cool. They just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, and this is pretty cool looking too. Actually doing the stuff of pouring it in here.
And it looks like King of Randoms. It's flat, smooth.
Yeah, we made. So it does look a lot more like what we were expecting to see when we started this project. So I said give it a couple of taps was one of the things to do to try to help work some of those air bubbles up. But they'll probably work themselves up pretty well. So now we definitely are going to actually have to wait a while before we can make any gummies out of this.
So, see you in the next video.
Nope, it'll still be in this video again. We're going to have to do more recordings, obviously, but we will be waiting until this dries to make these gummies. But we do have something else for you guys. So while we were being sad about our horrible science project that was that other mold, we went ahead and got a hold of some other molds we were looking at being able to make some gummies out of. Being big Star Wars fans ourselves, we went ahead and picked up some Star Wars molds. So what we're going to do next is we will actually go ahead and prepare our gummy mixture so that we can make these gummies out of it. And at the first, what we will do is we will make them out of these pre-made molds that we got, and then after that we will make it in our own custom-made home mold out of Legos.
And then I saw a video on King of Random. They did how to make these out of gummy bears.
So maybe we'll do that too. So we'll show both. We'll show his original homemade mixture for gummies, and we'll do melted gummy bears into your own gummies. So,
look at that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to show which each one of these is? What are all of these different gummy shapes we have for Star Wars?
This is one of them he had. The Han Solo in the...
Carbonite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this
then
is
Yoda.
It's a set of X-Wings.
He got this one, the blue R2-D2.
Yep, and we got the Millennium Falcon.
The Stormtroopers.
This is one that's Boba Fett.
And this is Darth Vader.
Yeah, so we'll be able to make some of these gummies for you here. And then, hopefully by the time we get to the next part.
These ones are gummy. So this stack is going to be the gummy bears, and now it's the Jell-o.
Sounds great. And we will make those Legos shaped up ones. Want to do like, we'll make a mixture of a little bit of each and see how they turn out. We'll do one on one set and one on another set or something like that. So, we'll be back in just a minute to show you how all of this goes. Alright guys, so we are back. Last night was when we poured these, so it's been a while. It's been maybe 15, 16 hours. So it's been quite a while, and they are a firm set. You got yours, so like you said, that you could put down on this, and it's solid now. So this is no more wet, goopy, syrupy stuff. So these are ready to be popped open and turned into molds, and I think we have everything else we need to make some homemade gummies too.
So we got our molds, our
homemade
Star
molds.
Wars molds, our homemade molds. Gummy lifesavers, Sour Patch Kids, gelatin and Jell-o, Caro syrup, and Caro syrup.
So we use these to follow basically the two types of methods of making your homemade gummies that were in King of Random that kind of inspired us to do this video at home. So you got the melt a gummy of your own down style, and then to make your full-on homemade gummy mix kind of style. So we're not so sure how the Sour Patch Kids will turn out with that sour crystally sugar stuff on the outside, but we kind of were interested and wanted to try that out. So along the same lines, we're going to melt these down and put them in some of these molds to check that out. So.
And we just replaced these because they're still gummy.
Yep, we didn't find a big bag of gummy bears and thought making them taste like lifesavers gummies might be pretty good too. So
yeah, let's crack this open.
All right, let's do it. As you can see, another wardrobe change indicates that this has been a long time between the last time we actually set up. So in the time between, we've mixed and made and unfortunately tasted many of these. Did chocolate, did several different kinds of gummies. So what are the different methods we used for making some of these gummies, and which ones do you think made good gummies and which ones did not make good gummies?
So I actually think the best one that looks is that Yoda one that we used with the Gummy, and also the Millennium Falcon. And then the three that I know that didn't turn out well was the Sour Patch Kids R2-D2, Sour Patch Kids Yoda, and then the Lifesaver Darth Vader.
Yeah, this Darth Vader head barely even looks like a Darth Vader head anymore.
Yeah.
By melting the Lifesavers gummies, they got super soft, like sticky, and then did not reharden. This was very, very hard to clean out of these molds. I didn't even bring the Darth Vader head mold in here because it's still soaking and trying to get scrubbed clean.
So, yeah, this has been our longest video yet.
Definitely, I imagine it's going to be a long video itself, but it's definitely taken the longest to produce because we originally made the bad mold several weeks ago. Then, our magic replacement mold stuff that showed up, we ordered that. So if you want to make a mold similar to these Lego molds like that we used the King of Random's design for, we ordered this smooth-on food grade silicone, and we just found it on Amazon, and we plan on probably ordering and making some different kinds of molds, potentially some more Lego molds, we're not sure. But it's definitely something that was kind of fun to be able to make your own molds. But ordering pre-made molds is also pretty cool too, to be able to make different gummies. We'll be able to use these for ice cubes.
Gummies and making your own gummies with gummies.
Yep, and then making chocolates too. So we went ahead and made chocolate bars out of the...
It tastes really good. They actually taste like the melt, but we didn't do the melts because he tried to do it and it just looked like a big blob of poop.
Yeah, as you saw, we did 2 runs at trying to make chocolate because the first set of chocolate melts we made were probably too old, I guess. They were just a disaster. So we have some new ones, made a second set, and these are actually pretty good. And we made them out of the Han Solo and carbonate, so it actually still looks like a chocolate bar too, but it's still made from the Star Wars molds, so it's these ones here. Addison, did you want to... So I have this...
He has a ice cube mold, yeah. That's the Death Star.
For making ice molds. We've had this one for a long time, but we just recently got these. And so we made a gummy Death Star out of it. It was very hard to take apart, like to take out of the mold. It started to break apart in half at the seam of it as well. Did you want to try a bite of that one?
It tastes like Jell-o.
Starting to look like the Death Star under construction. Like it's missing part of it there? No?
It kind of tastes just like our lime Jell-o.
It does. So the gummies that made out of Jell-o obviously mostly taste just like a Jell-o set. They're obviously firmer than normal Jell-o itself is. I did find that they're a little too sticky, at least the small ones, and maybe as part of the mixture we made, and maybe we can try to find a better mixture. Which one are you eating there? Are you eating the R2-D2? It's orange.
Head first.
To try to figure out a consistency that works, because if I tried to put these in like a Ziploc bag to take for lunch or something for you, then they'd be too stuck together, far too sticky. That one's not so much, right? It's still kind of sticky.
Still sticky, but look at the bottom. You can see like all the details through it.
Yeah, we definitely ended up with a few that were very, very good and crystal clear. They still end up with bubbles like right on the top, because there's really no good way to pressurize it out, but you can see that is very, very clear in its set. And then even the orange ended up pretty clear too, so you can see through it. Here's a good Boba Fett. Our greens, these are the Jell-o type gummy green Yodas, and I don't even think I can pick up off of the plate the Yoda heads made out of Sour Patch Kids. They are super slimy, very, very hard. They are like solid rock. They basically turn into Jolly Ranchers hard candies at the point when they melt. So we think it's probably because of the extra sugars that were added, or not were added, but it's that sour sugary stuff that's on the outside.
And now I'm gonna taste the mold ones.
The red Jell-o molds.
Oh, very chewy.
Very chewy.
Hard.
So we changed the processes up a little bit partway through. Yeah, see how stuck together these are? They're very, very stuck together. One thing we noticed is when we're doing the Lego molds, we have to make sure we fill them in far enough that when we stick the plate on top, yeah, these are really hard. So when we stick the plate on top, we get the nibs on the bottom, because right now none of the bottoms have divots. So they can be built, but they don't really sink into each other. They're a little too sticky for that right now, because my fingers are completely sticky. And Addison really likes the chocolate pieces. I wouldn't want to use the lifesavers. So maybe one thing we didn't do is completely validate the ability to use gummy bears, like really good baseline gummy bears, just because maybe their consistency would be different than the 2 sets of commercial type gummies we got. But we could try that maybe on another set of molds we make or another time. But the what's it, lifesavers ones definitely. Oh no, now it's stuck to the table. Definitely don't.
That's a lifesaver one?
Yes, those are melted lifesavers that
oh.
you can't do anything with. It's far too sticky, and I can't even get it off of me now. And these are lifesaver ones here too that you can't do anything with. I think that's all the ones left in the mold. I still have to somehow pull those out.
I'll just lick it, so I can still taste it.
So yeah, it's not too hard to pull the ones made out of Jell-o out of the molds. Just kind of break loose the edge.
I just ate the whole thing.
Whole thing of what one?
One of those.
Chocolate bar? Yeah, so Addison seems to really like the chocolate bar ones. So yeah, you just kind of break loose the edges, and you can kind of push from the back of the mold with these ones to get these out of the mold. And then I'm trying to pull up. You ate a part of. Oh, I see a little teeny bite out of the corner there. So and there's a new R2-D2 just pulled straight out of the mold. So and you can see even the orange too with R2-D2 on it and the details. It's pretty clear.
But this R2-D2 was a fail.
Yeah, it's made from the what's it called? Sour Patch Kids. I don't think I can even get it up off the plate for you to see. But you got some pictures you've seen, and that's pretty much all of it for today. Addison, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
So the chocolate we used wasn't the Milch because we thought it was expired, so we used like a different brand probably. Yeah,
it's an almond bark chocolate flavored basically. So we have it for doing cake pops and other dips and stuff. All right, so anything you want to say about channel?
So I had a new channel that we made. It's where I have the camera, which is Dad's phone, and I run around the house with it, telling you guys some stuff.
So it's kind of just Addison freeform. It'll be a playlist on this channel, so you can look for. We're gonna call it Addyson Directs, I guess. So she's gonna show you what she wants to show you, and we will work. She'll be telling me exactly what to do, and we'll edit together these videos. But with more talking about, if you like seeing these kind of videos, these are the kinds of things Addyson actually enjoys. She either does snack types on the channel, or we do Lego builds a lot of the times, and crafts are something new. So this is kind of a combination of 3 things that are all different individual things Addyson likes to have on her channel. So you want to see her test and try different snacks, which she's about to tell you which one was her favorite. If you'd like to see her do time-lapse builds, we do those with Legos.
2 times.
And then we also are going to start doing a little bit more craft stuff. But the craft stuff does take a long time, so you won't see too many of those, but you'll see some of the other projects on there. So which was your actual favorite? One taste flavor, too. One flavor. So you like the Jell-o ones better because they're actually, you can pick them up and eat them a little easier. We can't do much with this. But out of the Jell-o ones, which one's your favorite flavor?
Jell-o?
Yeah, the ones that we made from our own gummies.
I think it has to be the Death Star.
The Death Star, okay.
The lime flavored one. It really tastes like the Jell-o.
It really tastes like the Death Star?
That would taste kind of gross because it's made out of stone.
And metal,
pretty much. I kind of like that at first, but then it tastes like really, really sweet.
Which one?
The Millennium Falcon.
Oh, alright. Okay, so if you liked the video, like the video. And if you want us to see more stuff like this, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that you can see more of Addison's stuff. This is all stuff Addison's supposed to be saying, but she's not saying it. What? Alright, leave a comment if you'd like to see anything in particular, crafts or snacks or something you want to see Addison try. Addison had something else to say, I guess.
Okay, bye.